Hi, how's everyone doing? Okay, so we're gonna have two videos. In one video, I'm going to talk to you about different types of questions with intonations. If you don't know what intonations are, it's when our voice can go high and low, right? So there's four types of questions I will review with you. The first two, you already know, right? We talked about yes or no questions, and we talked about more information. I can do another review to make sure you understand this, okay? The other two are called choice questions and tag questions. So should we get started? So with yes or no questions, the answer, you only have two choices, yes or no, right? Now, we're going to look at this in the simple present. Later, we'll talk about all these questions with the past tense. But for now, we'll use the simple present, okay? So, what do I need in a yes or no question? Can you tell me? What do I need here? Do, very nice. Do you work tonight? Now listen to the intonation. Yes or no questions, we're gonna go up. So for example, do you work tonight? It goes up like an airplane, okay? What about this one? Okay, be careful. Look at this. Your baby. Your baby can be a boy or a girl, right? So do or does? Does, right? Does your baby cry every night? Right? Both of these are yes or no questions. And you need to remember, right? If I have do or does, the verb does not change. It stays in the original form. I don't have S, ES, or IES, right? Another way to use a yes or no question is with the be verb, right? So I could say, am I tired? Is she crazy? Or are we sick? Right? All of these will go up, up, and up, right? That's important when you are practicing these questions. So keep that in mind. When you ask a question on Thursday in class, I want you to ask me a yes or no question and make sure you go up at the end for that intonation, right? For example, I ask you, do you like this class? Is your teacher mean? Right? Okay, so now let's take a look at more information. Okay, so next we're going to look at more information questions. I drew this picture because this is how we have conversations, right? More information means I want you to talk more, right? So we have our yes or no questions here, right? Do you work tonight? Is she late, right? We can change the intonation. We can change the answers if we put these WH words, who, what, where, right? Where, location, place, why, when, time, how, whose. Whose is for possession, remember? So for example, I would say, oh, whose phone is this, right? Whose marker is this, right? This is for possessions. And then which. Which is for choosing two options. Which color do you like, right? Now, if I choose, let's say this word, where, and I put it here, where do you work tonight, right? Where do you work tonight? So for more information, the intonation goes down. Where do you work tonight? Where do you work tonight? It's not, where do you work tonight? No, where do you work tonight? It goes down for more information. Or, why? Why is she late? Right? In both these cases, the listener is paying attention to what word you use in front and your intonation going down. It's important to practice your intonation when you're learning English because these are other signals, other ways that when people communicate, they look for these signals. So as your voice goes up and down, sometimes you can use that to change the meaning, okay? We also call this tone. Now, we looked at yes or no questions and more information questions. Now we're going to look at choice questions, right? Like which color do you like? And we're going to look at tag questions, okay? And I'm going to show you the intonation, how it goes up and down for both. If you don't know, a choice is when you have two or more options, okay? So I can ask, do you want to watch a movie or go to the beach? So you have two options here, right? For choice questions, you would go up for the first option, right? Do you want to watch a movie or go to the beach, right? So look, choice questions will go up and then down, okay? Do you want to watch a movie or go to the beach, okay? This example has how many options? Do you want coffee, tea, or boba? Boba, right? Okay, so this has three options. Now, it's important you remember this last option always goes down. These ones will go up and up, okay? So, for example, do you want coffee, tea, or boba, right? It goes up, up, then down. So, depending on the number of options, it's actually not important as long as your final option goes down, right? So, depending on how many, you might go up, up, up a lot. So, for example, I ask you, do you want a Toyota, a Tesla, a truck, a Hyundai, right? Or Honda, right? I can give you different options for cars. They're going up like Toyota, Hyundai, Honda, or Tesla, right? So it goes up, up, up. The last one always goes down, right? Think about how you use it for restaurants. Oh, you ask your husband or wife or your children, what do you want for dinner tonight? Do you want Italian, sushi, Mexican, or Vietnamese food, right? So try to practice these. These are really useful. We hear choice questions all the time, especially when people are trying to go shopping, right? The last one I'm going to talk to you about is called tag questions. So let's take a look. With tag questions, it's important that you look at how they are written. So you have a positive verb, and then you have a comma, and then you have a negative, right? You have the negative of the verb, okay? You can also change it. So you have the negative first, and then the positive, right? You will, in the simple present tense, we can use this for all verb tenses, future, past, etc. But it's important that you stay consistent, meaning the same with the verb. If it's in the simple present tense, simple present tense. Simple present tense, simple present tense. If it's past, past. But it must be positive, negative, or negative and positive, okay? So, if I ask this question, you love me, don't you? This is the tag. This is the tag question. Now, intonation is very important when I go up or when I go down because it will change the meaning. So, if I say, you love me, don't you? Right? That means I'm like, I don't know the answer, right? But if I choose to change this and I go down, right? You ask your husband, you love me, don't you? You know the answer, right? You're 100%. So when you go up, you're like, I don't know. If you go down, you're like, you know the answer, okay? So you can do the same thing with the negative and positive. I tried to talk to a man and he looks confused, right? And I tell him, you don't remember my name, do you? Right? So the man says, hi. So then I say, oh, you don't remember my name, do you? Because I am looking at his face and I know 100% he does not remember my name, right? So these are 4 types of questions that review the idea of intonation going up and down, right? Because when you are learning grammar, it's also important to see and understand how we use the grammar in speaking environments, right? Because our goal is to use the language outside of class as much as possible, right? So I want you to look at these questions, try to make some on your own, and bring them to class. And let's try to have a conversation using some of these types of questions, okay? Great job, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye.